Congratulations, by the way.
That was a come from behind, sabi ko nga, surprise, not necessarily, but come from behind decisive victory, di ba? Yung mga nagsasabing, paano ba nanalo yan? Nagkaroon ng dayaan. Sabi ko, alam mo, kung magkakadayaan, dapat yung nanalo, yung mga may kapangyarihan.
Tama naman.
Bilyon-bilyon ang salapi, di ba?
Tama.
Para bilhin yung lahat ng pwedeng bilhin. Hindi eh, di ba? So, anyway, so that victory was a victory of our coalition as well as allied forces, no? Coalition with Akbayan. BAM won, I won, Akbayan had 3 seats, Laila, and Chel, di ba? So, coming from that victory, we really have to consolidate and make sure that sabi ko nga even before the 2025 elections, sabi ko pagod na ako sa talo. Diba? Yung standard bearer natin noong 2016, talo, yung 8 Derecho, Lampaso, 'di ba? 2022 talo. So kaya sabi natin, manalo naman tayo dahil kung hindi rin tayo marunong manalo, ipasa na natin sa susunod na henerasyon, 'di ba? Wala na tayong K, ika nga.
But can I just ask, do you see the victory, your victory, and Senator Bam Aquino's victory as a counter parang response ng tao na pagod na sa mga traditional politicians? What do you?
I think yes. And let me just parang amend that, 'di ba? The victory of BAM, myself, Akbayan, Chel, Laila, Maman,
right.
That's clearly, 'di ba? There is a protest vote.
Right.
If you ask me, considering that yung pinangako nung administrasyon nung sila'y nangampanya nung 2022 ay unity at ang kabaliktaran ang nangyari at ang pinangako ng kanilang kampanya ay 20 pesos ang presyo ng bigas pero nagdoble o nagtriple pa nga, syempre ang taong bayan ay ano ba ito? 'Di ba? Yung pinangako ninyo hindi ninyo tinupad tapos grabe ang away, ang bangayan, ang batuhan ng Coraco, tapos nangyari pa tong flood control. Lalo ngayong ang sentimento ng taong bayan, ano ba nangyayari sa bansa? At ako'y naniniwala, kapag nasusunog ang isang bahay, ang gustong malaman ng taong bayan, paano tayo maliligtas dito sa sunog na ito? And that's why leadership at this time is critical in terms of providing direction, providing clarity amidst the confusion. And that's, I think, the number one order of business. And our victory in 2025, sabi ko nga, is a springboard.
I'd just like to extend your another question in response to your statement that it was a protest vote, no? That protest vote happened in the absence of any flood corruption scandal. So that's ngayon pumutok na. So how do you foresee na parang, do you think na mas lumaki na ang protest vote natin or do you expect it to grow? At saka parang, are you pretty optimistic? Assuming meron tayong isang kandidato na may chance na tayo sa 2028 presidential, senatorial, and the national elections.
No, I think that's non-negotiable. Hindi pa pwedeng magkahati-hati. Isa lang dapat kandidato. You're correct. No? Lalong lumala, lalong tumindi. Sabi nga ni Mark Twain, di ba? History does not repeat itself, but it often rhymes. So if you remember the last bangayan, matinding bangayan ng mga puwersang politikal ng malalaking mga dynasty, etc. Yung panahon ni Estrada at ni Arroyo. Di ba? At doon nagkaroon din ng protest vote. And mind you, dalawang klase ang protest vote. Yung galit at yung hopeful. Both are emotional. Diba? Voters are never rational. Sorry, I mean, I don't mean to demean, the ability of the voters to choose. But by and large, diba? Many, the bulk, the significant number of voters vote with their emotions. So if it's anger or if it is hope, di ba? These are strong emotions. Pag-asa, di ba? Sabi nga, hope springs eternal. But, so noong 2009, 2008, 2007, 2006, yun yung bangayan ng Arroyo Estrada eh. Di ba? In fact, noong 2007, I won as an independent.
Yeah.
Hindi ako sumama sa dalawang grupo. And si Trillanes, na hindi naman makapagkampanya, nanalo rin.
Tama.
Diba? Galit yung tao, nakita nila ito, nakakulong, talagang laban yan sa corruption, etc. And maybe in my case, ito, diba? Yung kanyang, because I was number 1 in Cebu, Iloilo, Pampanga, Dumaguete, no? And wala akong makinarya. So fast forward to 2020, 2025. Emotional na naman. Hopeful vote, angry vote. Sino yung angry vote? Dahil kinulong si Duterte, nasa ICC, galit yung mga supporters niya. Ayun, boom! Di ba? Number 25 ako sa Davao, number 27 ako sa Agusan. Di ba? Galit yung tao doon eh. Wala naman akong kinalaman doon sa ikanga. No? But anyway, point there is, Bongo and Bato were number 1 and number 3, but Bam and I were number 2 and number 5.
Yeah.
So again, there is an angry vote because kinulong si Digong, but there is also a hopeful, aspirational vote. Diba? And of course, again, Laila and Chel, Akbayan, which Risa represents, these are, diba, clear indications, no, of a growing sentiment towards good governance, di ba? And towards track records, towards anti-China positioning, among others.
Yeah, we share your sense of optimism. Barry and I were very optimistic that we stand a strong chance of getting even garnering the presidency, if assuming we have one candidate talaga. Thank you for your optimism.
So, baka na rin iwan tong topic na to, Sen. Kasi madami nagtatanong eh. So, before 2026 or early 2027, maaasahan ba natin na meron na tayong magiging malinaw na kandidato who will stand for the campaign of hope? Tulad ninyo ni VP Lenny noong 2022.
Yes. Alam mo yung immediate response ng marami nating mga nakasama doon sa 2022 campaign is, wag naman last minute.
Okay. Yeah.
Correct.
But I have to clarify that eh. Kasi yung 2022 elections, yung 2028 elections, hindi tulad ng 2022 elections. Dahil tumakbo nga tayo noong 2022 at naimpisahan natin, di ba? Itong massive outpouring of support, volunteerism, di ba? Di ba? Napaka-creative, napaka-artistic, ibang klase yun. Kumbaga sa pagsasaka, namunla tayo, di ba? We were sowing seeds. At darating pa ang harvest. Before 2022, we will be honest, the seeds that we sowed were not sufficient, obviously.
Tama.
But now, di ba, moving forward, and that's why last week, kausap ko si VP Lenny, I went to her in Naga dahil may mga concerns dun sa mga support for Naga, and we decided to also come see her. We also decided to have some TikTok material. No? But,
nakita namin yun, nakita namin.
mga 4 million views ata yun. But ako, if you ask me, I think the best candidate that will unite the broadest, and including not just from our own ranks, diba, is still Lenny. And I told her, Ma'am, don't close the door. Don't shut the door to a 2028 run. Baka ikaw lang ang makakapag-unite ng mas marami sa atin. Kaya, and of course, sabi ko sa kanya, anyway, Ma'am, kayo na rin na nagsabi, if it's meant to be, it will happen. So,
inunahan na nyo.
nagamit yung words niya. But, sa atin, sa hanay natin, di ba, I would push for her, but kung ano man yan, basta sa hanay natin, magkaisa.
Okay.
And I've shown naman in the past, and I'm, my record is clear naman, kung sino ang pinakamalakas na may kapasidad na ipanalo yung ating hanay, yun dapat. And we should
Correct.
rally behind
Tama.
him or her. Yun ang bottom line dito. And itutuloy ko na rin, hindi enough ang one term.
Okay.
Realizing the gravity and this, of the problems, the largest corruption scandal in the history of the country, di ba? We cannot do the same thing over and over again. In fairness, of course, to Pinoy, di ba? His term, di ba, sowed seeds, and up to today, we go back to that. Unprecedented ang growth, unprecedented foreign direct investments, unprecedented ang pagbagsak ng poverty, unprecedented ang classroom buildings, unprecedented ang road system. Sabi ko nga, hindi lang daang matuwid, daang matibay pa. Di ba? So all that, no? We have to go back to that, remember that we are able to deliver if we get our act straight.
Tama.
And get our act straight not just for one term, di ba? Kung sino man ang mauna, may susunod, basta tuloy-tuloy tayo. And that I think Thailand had their version of 20 years of continuity. Malaysia had their version of 2 decades of continuity. Indonesia, Japan, Taiwan. Now is the opportunity for us to do our version of 20 years of consistency in policy, good governance, and after 20 years, hindi na natin makikilala ang Pilipinas dahil ibang-iba na. Yun dapat ang ating, and we have to unite behind that and the need to win by uniting.
Ganda yan, Sen. Sana I look forward to seeing that vision realized, di ba?
Tama yun.
Oo. Ako nga, nung nakita ko yung Vision 2022 na si Lenny ang pinakamainam at may kaya talaga, sabi ko, most qualified. I didn't think twice about, hindi naman. I didn't think, probably thought twice, but not di ba, sacrifice my own plans, di ba, set aside my own plans and support her. Tsaka ako, nakokonsensya ako ng kasaysayan, sabi ko eh. Kasi, can you imagine? Kasi sinabi sa akin ni VP Lenny noon, na kung hindi ako tatanggapin yung pagka-vice presidente dahil 3 days before the deadline,
Oo nga.
at ako yung nakakasana sa Senado, may programa na nga, may video na nga. Sabi ko ng mga video message. Sabi ko, kung hindi ko ginawa yun, sabi kasi niya, it's okay, it's too late. If I don't, sabi ko kasi, ma'am, if ever, sino bang pwede nating pakiusapan din? Baka, sabi niya, no, I will just run without a vice president. So iniisip ko ngayon, in hindsight, di ba? Kung hindi ko tinanggap, tapos dumaban, tapos natalo, parang hanggang sa kamatayan ko, sasabihin, parang, kung tumakbo ba ako, baka sakali nanalo, nakatulong. Di ba? But now, Cuentas Claras, we took a stand, di ba? We didn't make it, but I still call that a victorious defeat. And that we are just sowing the seeds. We are just, parating pa lang tayo sa exciting part. Yeah.